Shalom, shalom, shalom. 平安 to all of you. I am just so happy to be back here.
向各位说平安 ，Shalom 就是希伯来文的平安。我很高兴再一次回到晨光。
It's been quite a few years since I've been in Dayspring.
已经很久一段时间，几年没来晨光了。
I have ever sweet, sweet memories.
那对晨光呢，充满的是甜蜜的记忆。
I remember dancing here together with all so many people.
我也记得在前面跟晨光的弟兄姊妹一起跳舞。
I remember stinky tofu out there.
也记得外面呢有 sticky 豆腐、臭豆腐。
And the best playground ever in any church. I don't think they exist in any other church.
还有呢，这全部教会当中最好的儿童游乐区，其他教会没有这样的设备的。
And now, well, 4 years later, to be back here in Taiwan again, and this time with my whole family, my parents and my beautiful wife and my beautiful daughter. Wow, I'm so happy.
4年之后呢，现在我再一次回到晨光，而且这一次跟我们全家一块来，我的父母、我美丽的妻子，还有我美丽的小女儿。
So I'm truly privileged and blessed to be here once again.
所以深感荣幸，能够再一次回到晨光。
And well, I'm excited for sharing together in the Word of God.
那我也很兴奋，要跟各位一起来分享神的话语。
If you allow me to sit down.
如果你容许我坐下来的话。
So this is a special season of the year.
这是一年里面很特别的季节。
谢谢你。It is a lovely saying amongst us. Jewish people from the rabbis teaching that it is wise to know in which time you are living.
我们的拉比有一些有智慧的教导，就是如果我们能够分辨我们所居住的那个季节跟时候，这是智慧。
It was the most wise king of all, King Solomon, who taught us that life is in seasons, and it is good to know in which season you live.
最有智慧的王所罗门王告诉我们说，万物都有它的定时跟定期，所以明白你现在活在什么样的时候跟季节，这是有智慧的事。
And it was just 1 week ago that we celebrated the Pentecost.
1个礼拜前，我们庆贺五旬节。
So we are still in this wonderful season of the Pentecost.
因此，我们现在还是处在五旬节这个美好的季节节期当中。
And so this is what we would like to focus on today.
因此，今天我们的焦点也是要放在五旬节。
But such an odd word, Pentecost. I don't know what it is in Mandarin, but such an odd word, Pentecost.
Pentecost 这个字是一个蛮奇怪的字啊，我们中文翻成五旬节。
It's so famed in the Christian world today as the time in which God's Spirit poured out amongst His people and empowered His people.
那今天在基督教的世界里面，就是庆贺当神的灵浇灌在神的百姓身上，使神的百姓得着能力的日子。
Pentecost is a Greek word, and it means 50 days. And what's the connection between the Spirit of God and 50 days?
Pentecost 这个字本身是一个希腊文，它的意思是50天。那么神跟神的灵跟50天有什么关系呢？
We will conclude our discussion this morning in the famous chapter of Acts chapter 2, in which the Pentecost is made famous amongst the nations.
我们今天的这一个教导，最后会用《使徒行传》第2章这个五旬节圣灵降临来做一个结束。这一天呢，是在今天教会很多权力的教会上面很熟知的日子。
But as you hear the word meaning 50 days, you understand that this is not the beginning of a story. This day is something of a culmination of a journey.
但是当你听到50天的时候，你知道这一天圣灵降临不是就从这一天开始。既然是50天，它一定有前面的一个旅程，然后走到那一天。
A journey that had begun how many days ago? But 50.
那这个旅程是几天以前开始的呢？50天前。
So what was 50 days ago?
那么50天前是什么日子呢？
Did you celebrate that day?
各位有庆贺那一天吗？
I don't know if you did or if you didn't. But if I know Pastor Johannes, maybe you remembered it.
Yeah, I think they did. 这个 不知道你们有没有庆贺50天前的那个日子了啊？不管你有或没有，或许顾约翰牧师有记得50天前的那个日子。
And by the way, I miss Pastor Johannes.
此外我还要在这里说一下，很想念顾牧师啦。
I'm delighted to see Rachel, and I feel so, odd to be here and not be with the whole family. And I miss the children, and I miss your husband. Such a smile that swallows the whole face.
对，很开心看见师母在这里，但是很想念顾牧师跟孩子们哦。因为我每次总是会记得这个顾牧师一笑呢，整个脸都在笑。
And we, Pastor Johannes and us, our family, we celebrated the Passover together. And that's what was 50 days ago.
那顾牧师跟我们家呢，也像家人一样，所以我们就曾经一起庆贺过逾越节。所以50天前的这个日子呢，就是逾越节。
Of course, that was several years ago. But the Passover is such a highlight in the year of God's people's walk with God.
那跟顾牧师一起庆祝逾越节，那是好几年前了。但是逾越节呢，这个日子特别就是要纪念神的百姓与神同行的开始。
So as the Pentecost is something of a destination, you don't actually get there unless you began the journey at Passover.
所以既然这个五旬节呢是一个旅程的终点，所以我们一定要从旅程的起头开始，那就是逾越节。
It is as though the Passover is day one.
好像逾越节就是这条旅程的第一天。
And so, just very briefly, let's remember day one of this journey.
好，所以我们很短的来纪念一下，来想一下这一条旅程的第一天。
It is the season of our freedom.
这一天就是我们得自由的日子。
Where for generations we had been enslaved. For generations we were oppressed.
因为好几世代我们是为奴的，我们是被压抑的。
Oppressed by the enemies of God and the enemies of our very beings.
被神的仇敌对我们生命的死对头所压制着。
And it is in the season of Passover that we would experience what it is to be redeemed and saved by the living God.
所以在逾越节这段期间，我们纪念我们的生命是如何被这位永生神救赎，被他拯救出来。
The deliverance of the people of Israel from the land of Egypt occurred thousands of years ago.
以色列民出埃及的这个事件发生在好几千年以前。
And so when you are celebrating the Pentecost, you are actually participating in a narrative that doesn't begin with you and your life, but rather goes back generations.
所以当各位也庆贺圣灵降临节或五旬节，并不是从你自己的生命开始，事实上你是投入在这一整个以色列民出埃及的故事的庆贺当中。
You participate in a living memory that began with the first Passover when God delivered his people from the house of bondage.
你参与在逾越节，当这位永生神将他的百姓从为奴之家救出来的这个历史回顾当中。
And it is by the symbolic blood of the Lamb that God would see the faith of his people and he would, save them, essentially.
所以借着这个当时候宰杀羔羊的血的这个记号呢，神能够跟他的百姓见面，面对面来拯救他们。
From the beginning of the story, it would be by the act of faith that one would inhabit God's salvation.
从这故事的一起头，人们就是要凭着信心来住在神的救恩之中的。
And in faith begin a journey of freedom.
而在我们的信心里面，我们就开始了这一条生命得自由的旅程。
After the Passover would be the first feast that God would teach his people to celebrate, and that would be the first fruits harvest.
在逾越节之后，就是有一个节庆叫做初熟节，然后神借着这一天来教导百姓们要庆贺。
Indeed, in the land of Israel, you would harvest the grains from the field, and you would bring forth this fruit to God.
是的，初熟节那个时候呢， 土地也开始有收成，所以就把出熟的这个收成带到神的面前。
So it's important for you here in Taiwan, so far away from Israel, to understand that actually these things are very much tied to a physical land, the land of Israel.
所以离以色列很远的台湾，在台湾的弟兄姊妹们也应该要明白，今天我们守圣灵降临节或这一些日子，事实上是跟一块土地有所相连的，就是跟以色列地。
Maybe you don't know, maybe you don't realize it, but when you're participating in the memory of Pentecost, you are linking yourself to a rich, deep memory and to a people and to a land.The land of Israel.
或许你不明白也不了解，但是今天当你参与在五旬节或圣灵降临节的时候，你已经跟一片土地，还有在土地上的那一群百姓，叫以色列的连接在一起了。你参与在他们历史的记忆当中。
In the first fruits harvest that would occur after the Passover, God would tell the people,to bring bread as the gift that you bring for this first fruit celebration.
逾越节之后的出熟节呢，神要百姓把这个出熟做的面包带来献给神。
And there would be no yeast in this bread. It would symbolize the freedom, the new life after leaving Egypt.
但是这个饼呢，里面是没有酵的，所以这代表脱离了埃及，脱离了为奴之家之后的生命。
And then he says, count 49 days, 7 weeks.
之后呢，他说你要数算7周49天。
And thus the name of the Hebrew name of the Pentecost is the Feast of Weeks.
那这就是五旬节这个名字的意思，就是有好几周。
And that is in Hebrew Shavuot.
那这个字呢，就是 Shavuot。Shavuot
means weeks.
这个希伯来文的意思呢，就是周。
Because you are counting the cycles of walking through 7 Sabbaths. It is in the text 7 pure Sabbaths.
因为在这数算50天的日子里面，你走过7周然后7个纯净的安息日。
The Sabbath is a cessation of your work in your striving and life that results with physical and spiritual rest.
安息日最主要的意思呢，是要停止你所有一切的劳务，所以你的身心灵能够完全进入休息的状态。
Indeed, in the book of Hebrews, chapter 4, we learn that it is through the Sabbath, the Shabbat, the cessation, that the gospel of the Lord, of Yeshua, was proclaimed to Israel in the wilderness.
事实上，在希伯来书第4章，也通过安息日进入竭力进入安息，耶稣的救恩向以色列地的子民就宣告出来了。
And so this journey consists of walking through day by day in a completion of time that is in the Sabbath.
因此呢，这一个旅程就是借着每一天的生活，然后有到一个安息日完全的休息，停止劳务，然后一共走过这样7个循环。
For the number 7 represents a completion, a wholeness, a finished work.
因为7代表完全，一个已经完成的工作的一个循环。
Just as God completed his work of creation of the heavens and earth on the 7th day, he ceased and thus created the Shabbat.
就如同主用6日造了天地万物，第7日他歇了自己一切的工，就将这一日分别出来为圣日，为安息日。
So this journey consists of walking in a cessation of your own striving.
因此呢，这一个旅程，它的内容就是你要操练，从倚靠自己的劳力当中完全的休息下来，一共有7个循环的操练。
And by faith entering into the finished work of God.
然后借着信心进入到主他已经完成的工里头。
The finished work of the good news, of the finished work of what Yeshua accomplished on the cross.
以及耶稣基督在十字架上已经为我们成就的福音里面。
But not one Sabbath, but 7 Sabbaths. Why?
但不是只有一个安息日，而是7个安息日。为什么要这样做呢？
There is a repetition, a training in inhabiting Sabbath 7 times.
因为当你住在安息日，而且你的心思意念呢，注焦在安息日的经历，然后7次这是一个训练。
And there's nothing else you are doing. There is no work actually during this time.
那在这段时间里面呢，不要有任何的劳务，就是安息日的时候。
Instead, you're in the agricultural field and you're simply watching the growth of the new harvest of wheat. It's growing day by day, week by week, and you see it with your eyes.
而且呢，在以色列地那50天的节期，事实上也真的没有什么农务你只是在这个农场上面看着这些农作物一天一天一天的成长。
And as you watch the growth in the field, you also are watching the growth in the spiritual field of your inner being.
那当你看着这些农作物一天天的成长的时候，同时这50天你也用来观察自己内在生命的成长。
As your mind is transformed by the good news of the work of Messiah.
你的心思意念就要注焦在弥赛亚已经为我们完成的福音里头， 然后因为这样，你的心思意念得以被转化。
7 times 7. A complete work, a finished work of the transformation of your mind.
7乘以7，所以这代表你的心思意念一个完整的转化。
So that by the time you have come to 49 days, 7 times 7, you have seen a complete growth of a new harvest, both in the field and in yourself.
所以在49天之后，你就会看见你心思意念完全的成长，同时在自然界里面也借着农作物的成熟来代表这个循环已经完成了。
It is a cleansing away of the oppression that your mind, your whole being was trained in the house of bondage.
所以是将在为奴之家所训练出来的这些为奴的这些被压抑压制的意识形态给破除了。
Wherein the mindset of oppression has stolen your life from you. Now through these 7 weeks, God is transforming your whole mind.
因为这种埃及的旧有的这些压制的思想呢，把你的生命给掠夺走了。现在通过7周注焦在弥赛亚已经完成的福音工作里面，你的心思意念可以从为奴的心思意念被转化，成为新造的人的心思意念。
For it's one thing for you to believe that God has saved you and made you a free man, a free woman. It's another thing to walk in that freedom.
相信神已经拯救了你，使你成为一个自由的人是一回事，但是真正能够活出那个得救且自由的生命，那是另外一回事。
So that the sins of the past do not continue to plague your newly found freedom in the Lord.
好叫老我生命过去的那些罪不会继续折磨你，不会继续让你好像得了灾病一样，而你现在是在主耶稣基督里面新造的自由的人了。
And as you walk this journey of transformation, you come upon the 50th day with a new harvest, a new first fruits that you bring to the Lord, and that is Pentecost.
那当你完成了这49天的循环，你到了第50天，这又是农作物成长带来出熟果子献给神的时候，而这第50天就是五旬节或圣灵降临节。
So again, the Pentecost is the destination of a journey of transformation.
所以我们看见五旬节就是一个生命成熟转化这个旅程的终点。
So come with me to Exodus chapter 19, where the beginning of this destination is now celebrated between God and the people of Israel.
所以我们现在一起来看看出埃及记19章 就是神跟以色列民到达了他们的目的地，然后神与他们一起庆贺。
After God brings the people of Israel out of Egypt, he brings them directly to himself, and that is to the mountain of Sinai in the wilderness.
在神把以色列民带出埃及之后，他是把这群百姓带到他自己的生命中，然后把他们带到西乃山，在旷野中的西乃山。
He has journeyed the people through the process of transformation and now has brought them to himself.
他跟着这群百姓走过转化的旅程，然后把他们带来归自己。
And now he is going to enter into covenant with the people, and we're going to explore briefly the words that introduce this event.
在那里，神要跟以色列民立约，所以我们现在要从圣经来看看这个过程的描绘。
In verse 4, in 4, 5, and 6.
4节到6节。
He speaks to the people and he says, You have seen what I have done to Egypt, and how on eagle's wings I carried you to myself.
我向埃及人所行的事，你们都看见了，且看见我如鹰将你们背在翅膀上，带来归我。
And so to be brought to Mount Sinai in the wilderness is to encounter God bringing us to himself.
所以来到旷野中的西乃山，就是与神一个很深的会遇。这个会遇是神把我们从被压制的光景带出来归他自己。
Thus we understand, the Jewish people understand till today, that to be in the wilderness is a place of revelation, for you are there encountering the living God, as you had never been before.
所以犹太人一直到今天也都知道，当你在旷野里面，旷野就是一个得着启示的地方，旷野是你遇见神像前所未有一般的一个地方。
So then in verse 5, God continues and says, And now, if in your hearing you hear, this is literally how it says in Hebrew, V'ata im shamoa tishma'u, if you hear.
第5节，他中文是这样说：如今你们若实在听从我的话，但是在希伯来文里面是说，如果你们在你们的聆听当中来听。
Meaning there is a present moment, there is a now. And if you miss the present moment, maybe you're in the past, maybe you're in the future, but you're not here.
换句话说，聆听是要在当下。有时候我们的心思意念在注重过去或未来的事，我们就错过当下神说话的时机。
In other words, to encounter the living God is to inhabit the present moment.
换句话说，你要遇见这位永生神，你的心思意念要时常活在当下。
You must not be lost in the past or lost in the fear or anxiety of the future. You must live in the here and the now.
所以不要迷失在过去，或者是在对未来的焦虑、紧张、害怕当中。你要活在此时此刻。
That enables you to begin to listen, to hear. And God says, now, if in your hearing you hear Bekoli, in my voice.
所以神说，你若在此刻活在当下，那么在你的聆听当中，你就可以在我的声音里面听见。
It's not just listen to me.
不是光来听我说话。
And it doesn't say if you obey me. It says if you hear inside my voice.
他也没有说你要顺从我。希伯来原文是说，如果你在我的声音里面来听见。
Bekoli. It is as though the voice of God has created an atmosphere, a place within which we are hearing him.
好像神的话语呢，他创造了一个氛围，一个环境，使我们在其中得以听见。
There is so much of one's communication is conveyed in the way in which one speaks, the tone of voice in which one is speaking.
比方说人跟人的沟通，其实通过我们的音调跟语气，我们传达出很多的信息的。
So, I ask you,
所以我请问各位，
in which tone of voice do you hear God speaking at Mount Sinai?
在西乃山上，神是用怎么样的口气在说话的呢？你听见的口气是怎样的口气？
In our Jewish tradition, because of how we love the Word, we believe that all of us who are in relationship with God, we were all present at Mount Sinai at this time. This is our tradition.
在犹太人的传统里面，我们相信那一个时刻在西乃山上，我们所有的人都在那里的。
And therefore can recognize God's voice as He speaks to us in the present, for it is in the same tone and with the same words.
因此，在当下，在西乃山上，我们都听见了神的声音，我们听见了他说话的语调，我们听见他所说的话。
So how do you hear God? Is He a fiery and angry voice at Mount Sinai?
所以你听见的神是怎样的神呢？在西乃山上，他是一个愤怒的神，充满烈火的吗？
Oh, that was scary. I don't want to be on your bad side. This is typically the tradition of how people hear God, the God of Israel at Mount Sinai.
但是通常人们提到西乃山上，神说话，大概就是脑海里面出现的那种声音跟形象，就是那种令人恐惧害怕的声音。
And when I say typically, I mean amongst Christian circles.
特别是在基督教的圈子里面，
Because the Jewish people have a very different memory of this moment in history, this moment in time.
但是犹太人对他们历史当中的这一个时刻，有一个相当不一样的记忆。
For God continues in verse 5, Ushamartem et briti, and you guard my covenant.
因为第5节，神接着说：“你们守护了我的约。”
So God is entering into a covenant relationship with the people in this moment.
因此，在那一刻，神是跟他的百姓进入一个约的关系。
And from here on out, all throughout the rest of the Word of God, all the prophets will be speaking to the people of God and calling them back to a memory of this moment.
而从这个时刻开始，事实上，以色列历史中的这些先知们，常常就是呼唤以色列民回到西乃山，神与他们立约的这个时刻。
And they refer to this moment as the event in which God entered into a covenant of marriage with His people.
而且他们的记忆中，神也是在这个时刻跟他的百姓进入婚约的关系里。
That's how God's Word tells us about God's Word. This is a covenant of marriage.
这是从神的话语里面告诉我们的信息。这里所谓的约是一种婚约。
So now let me ask again, with which tone do you hear God speaking at Mount Sinai?
所以我再问一次，那么你在西乃山上这一段的记载，神在西乃山上说话的声音是怎样的口气呢？
Do you know the voice of the bridegroom? Do
你
you
知
know the tone in which he speaks?
你知道新郎对新娘说话的声音那种语气吗？
The tenderness, the love, the passion in his face as he is looking into his bride.
当新郎注视着新娘的时候，他言语中的那种温柔，以及脸上那种热情的看待。
And thus the importance of really going slow, because this is the premise, foundation on which the celebration of Pentecost will later be founded upon.
所以我们要慢慢的来，因为这个是在未来所有的这种关乎五旬节的记忆的最根基。
The giving of the Torah from God to his bride, to the people of Israel.
在神跟百姓立婚约的当下，他也把他的话、他的妥拉赐给了以色列民。
What is the Torah?
Torah 是什么呢？
It's a Hebrew word that means teaching, instruction, and it is the words of this covenant, the words that define the marriage of God and His people.
Torah 就是希伯来文讲它的意思是教导跟训诲，也就是定义神跟他的百姓所立的这个婚约的内容。
And if we don't hear in His voice, we will be as though a bride who does not know the voice of her bridegroom, and we will not enter into His delight.
如果我们没有在神的声音里面来聆听，就如同新娘不认识新郎的声音一样，那么就无法进入新郎跟新娘生命中的喜悦。
And if we don't guard His covenant, His Torah, then we will be as though a bride who forgot that she was married and has moved her face away from the face of her bridegroom.
那如果不守住这个妥拉神的话，不守住这一个婚约的话，就如同一个新娘忘了她的新郎，转身离去一般。
It's truly bewildering why we do this. Why do I turn my face away from such love and passion and truth?
所以我们常常也困惑，为什么我们的脸要转离这样的真理、这样的爱、这样的热情呢？
Yet this is what He has done. This is what we have done.
然而我们人却常常这样做，神的百姓却常常这样做呀。
And strangely, this bridegroom king, he sends messenger after messenger, prophet after prophet, calling us back again and again and again.
然而这位新郎王却不断的差派先知，不断一而再再而三来呼唤他所爱的新娘回来呀，回来。
And the strangest thing of all is that we killed those messengers, we killed those prophets, we killed those bearers of God's word.
但最奇怪的是，我们杀了那些先知，我们杀了那些带着神的话语而来的信差，
So that God would send His Son eventually, the bridegroom to indeed be face to face with His people, calling them back into covenant. He Himself will step forward in the call of the people back.
所以最后新郎自己来了，新郎自己来跟他的新娘面对面，新郎自己来召唤他的新娘回来。
And this is the story between God and Israel.
所以这就是神跟以色列之间的故事。
Let's come back to Mount Sinai for a moment more.
现在我们再回到西乃山一下。
If you hear in my voice, and if you guard my covenant, my face-to-face relationship.
如果你在我的声音里面听见我，如果你守护着我们的约，这个面对面的关系，
Then what will you be according to the revelation of Mount Sinai?
那么按照在西乃山上的启示，这时候我们的身份会是什么呢？
If you keep your eyes fixed into the eyes of your Creator, and the eyes of your King, and the eyes of your bridegroom collectively, then you will know who you are. And that here is defined as a segula. You will know who you are.
好，如果你们集体的注视着你们的造物主，注视着你们的神、你们的王、你们的新郎，那么你们集体的就得以明白你们共同的身份。
And who are we? Collectively, all together as one?
那我们众人如同一人，我们这共同的身份是什么呢？
We are what the Hebrew text says, the segula of God. What is segula? The most treasured possession of the king.
就是希伯来文说 segula， 神的 segula 是什么呢？就是在所有宝藏当中最宝贵的宝藏。
It's a language of a king that conquers city after city, and every city he amasses treasures into his treasure room. But then there is the possession that is most dear to his heart, that he keeps most close to him, and that is the segula.
这是一个城市又一个城市不断征服，然后得到很多宝藏，收藏很多宝藏的王。但是在这些宝藏当中，有一些宝藏是他藏在心里最珍贵的宝藏， 这样的宝藏就叫做 segula。
For he says, all the land is mine. But amongst all the peoples, meaning all the peoples who are worshiping idols and don't know me, are not covenanted to me, amongst all the peoples, you will be my segula.
因为他说全地都是我的，而在全地这些拜偶像的百姓当中，你们是我的 segula， 你们是单单属于我的。
All the land is his. All the nations are his children. But they don't know the Father. They instead are worshiping gold and silver and stone.
全地都是他的，万民也都是他的子民。然而那些人不认识他，因为那些人拜了金银所做的偶像，但我们认识他，是他的 segula。
And so God did that which no other deity ever did before, and that is select the least of the nations and enter into a covenant relationship with them.
所以神就做了一件所有的神明不曾做过的事，就是拣选一个民族、一群百姓，跟他们进入了立约的关系。
So that by living the covenant, by living as the beloved, by living as the segula, the nations would see that which they yearn for in all their gold and silver and stone that they worship.
所以，活出神所心爱的，活出神 segula 这样的身份，让那些万民拜偶像的万民，拜金银同时所造的这些百姓，看见我们的生命，他们心中就可想我们的神。
God establishes in Israel a kingdom that would be on display for all the other kingdoms of the earth that oppress their peoples. God establishes a kingdom in Israel that would be on display before all the other kingdoms of the earth that oppress the people.
所以神在以色列就建立了一个国度，让其他这些受压制的列国都可以看见的一个典范。
And he says to Israel, you will be for me a kingdom of priests, set apart from the nations for a purpose.
然后他告诉他的百姓说，你们要归我做祭司的国度，从万民当中分别出来，有你们的目的。
Every family, men, women, children, everybody together, as a nation, we are all recreated to be servants, to be priests.
所以在这个国度里面，无论男女老少，都是神重新再造，要成为一个圣洁的国度，跟祭司的国度的。
So if all Israel are now priests, and the priest is one who brings people to God, well, what people are we to bring to God if we are all priests?
所以，如果整个以色列都是祭司的话，那祭司的工作是要把人带到神的面前。那我们要带谁回到神的面前呢？
I hope you can hear that from the beginning, from Sinai, the purposes of God would be that Israel would have a mandate, and that is to bring the kingdom, to bring the segula to the nations.
我希望各位从这个西乃山的这一段话，你可以明白，这个以色列是有一个命定，有一项任务的，就是要把 segula 带给列邦万国。
To draw near those who are far away, all the rest of our brothers, all the rest of the nations.
把那些远离的人跟国家，而这些也都是我们的兄弟，把他们带回到神的面前。
And in the midst of this making of covenant, heavens would descend onto the mountain. The mountain would be covered with his glory.
而在当时候，神跟这样的一个以色列民立了这样的一个约，神的荣耀就降临在那山上。
From here, he would bring us to the land in which we would live in the crossroads of civilization, so that all the nations would see the glory that we inhabited on Mount Sinai. He would follow us.
从这一刻起， 他就跟着以色列民要进到那应许之地，就是在列国交汇的一个地方，让他所拣选的这个列国的典范以色列能够被列国看见。
So he teaches the people, build for me a sanctuary, build me a dwelling place so that I would dwell within you.
所以他就告诉他们说，你要为我建造一个居所，让我可以居住在你们当中。
As you saw my sanctuary, my dwelling place in the heavens on top of the mountain, so build it on the earth below, and build it precisely, exactly as you saw it.
所以当你在山上照我所指示你的这个样式，国度的样式所看见的，现在你要把这个国度按着我所指示你的建造在地上。
As the people of God lead the earth to become a truthful reflection of the heavens above, then something glorious can take place.
所以，如果地上的百姓能够反照出天上神创造荣美的光景，那么神的荣耀就得以降临在地上。
Turn with me now to Leviticus chapter 9. When this sanctuary is finished being made, now it's being dedicated, and now it will be inhabited.
现在我们转到利未记，就是这个会幕呢已经建造完成，然后神要开始居住在其中。
The first 4 verses describe the offerings that
Which chapter?
Chapter 9, Leviticus chapter 9.
好，利未记的第9章。
In the process of dedication, God tells the people to bring certain offerings to the altar of worship.
就是在献这个会幕的时候，神指示他们要带一些特定的祭物来献上。
The offering or sacrifice in Hebrew is called korban.
那献祭在希伯来文叫 korban。
The meaning of korban is not sacrifice or offering.
korban 的意思呢，并不是献祭或奉献。
Korban comes from the word that means to be near or to draw near.
korban 这个我们通常翻成献祭的希伯来文呢，它的原意是来靠近。
Thus, worship at the altar is physically and spiritually drawing near to your king who dwells in this tent, in this tabernacle.
所以在祭坛里面敬拜的意思，就真的是来靠近这位你所爱所敬拜的王，这位神，在他的圣所里。
And remember, this king is also master of the universe and also the groom, the bridegroom of the nation, of the kingdom.
记得这个神，他不仅是创造主，他同时也是你的新郎。
So draw near, bring your offering to draw near, for at the end of verse 4, he then says, Ki hayom Hashem nir'a aleichem, for today the Lord will be seen by you. You will see the Lord today.
好，所以来靠近第4节的后半，因为今天耶和华要向你们显现，今日你们必要看见他。
At the end of the ceremony, now skip to the end, after the whole ceremony of drawing near, verse 23.
在这些的仪式来靠近的仪式之后呢，我们跳到第23节。
And Moses and Aaron went into the tent of meeting and came out and blessed the people. And the glory of the Lord appeared to all the people.
摩西亚伦进入会幕，又出来为百姓祝福。耶和华的荣光就向众民显现。
The glory of the Lord, that which had resided at Mount Sinai, now is being seen by all the people, and it is filling his sanctuary, filling his house.
在西乃山上的荣光，现在充满在这个会幕里，而且众百姓都看见了这荣光居住在神的家。
The tabernacle, and then later the temple in Jerusalem, what is it but a place for the glory to be residing, for God to dwell with his people?
会幕以及后来耶路撒冷的圣殿，这地方代表什么呢？就是神荣耀居住的地方，是神能够住在他百姓当中的地方。
You go to a house to see he who is master of the house and lives there. You go to a house so to see the master of the house and encounter him face to face.
好，你到他的家 来见这家中的主人，跟他面对面。
Thus, here the tabernacle is where God is visible. His glory is seen by all the people.
所以所谓的会幕，也就是神的家啊。你来跟他面对面，而他的荣耀也能够被众人所看见。
That's the next verse 24. And there came a fire out from before the Lord and consumed upon the altar the burnt offering and the fat.
24节，有火从耶和华面前出来，在坛上烧尽燔祭和脂油。
When all the people saw, they shouted, they rejoiced, and fell on their faces.
众民一见，就都欢呼，俯伏在地。
To encounter the living God, to see His glory, to be in His presence, is all-consuming. You cannot remain calm. You are filled with joy and wonder.
来跟这位神面对面，来跟他会遇，遇见他在他的荣耀里，你是没有办法站立得住的，你是无法，这个经历太震撼了，所以你要欢呼，全部的大声的欢呼，充满了喜乐。
Fire comes out of His glory, the pillar of fire and cloud. This same fire is that which consumes, accepts your worship.
所以这个从云柱跟火柱来的这一个火，它就烧尽了你的献祭，代表神就悦纳了你的敬拜。
Now, follow with me now for 2 more minutes before I close into Acts chapter 2.
好，我们在2分钟的时间，就要从这个场景换到《使徒行传》第2章。
Acts chapter 2 is occurring a long leap forward in history from the point of Leviticus chapter 9.
从利未记的第9章到《使徒行传》的第2章，这之间呢是历史的一个大跳跃。
But it is the same moment in time.
但是在时间里面，那一刻是同样的本质的。
For the people of God, as we open the chapter, they have gathered to the house of God.
因为神的百姓，如果你看《使徒行传》这里，他们也聚集在神的家中。
Why? Because at Mount Sinai, God said to the people, I want to see you. I want to see you at least 3 times a year, all of you together as one, on the Passover, on the Pentecost, and on the tabernacles, Sukkot.
因为这是神告诉他们在西乃山上的，1年有3次，我要你们全部的人都聚集，我要来跟你们见面。那这3次就是在逾越节、在五旬节跟住棚节。
The 3 harvests of harvest of righteousness, where we all gather together into God's house, which would be in Jerusalem.
这3次是公义的收成的日子，1年的这3次，然后我们全部的人都要聚集在耶路撒冷神的家中。
And in Jerusalem, in God's house, we bring our harvest and we feast, we celebrate, we sing, we dance, we eat, we play, we be happy.
在这个耶路撒冷神的家中，我们把我们的收成带来了，我们就吃喝快乐，我们歌唱，我们欢唱跳舞。
So Acts chapter 2 begins in verse 1, when the day of the Pentecost, meaning the 50th day, meaning the feast of Shavuot, had arrived.
所以第2章这么说，五旬节到了。
They, the followers of Yeshua, were all together in one place.
门徒都聚集在一处。
Where do you envision them being? Where is this one place that they were gathered to?
那各位想一下，这个聚集在一处，这一处是指哪儿呢？
Well, we're told, and suddenly there came from heaven a sound like a mighty rushing wind, and it filled the entire house where they were sitting.
忽然从天上有响声下来，好像一阵大风吹过，充满了他们所坐的屋子。
If you're Jewish reading this, you know exactly what this is saying, because the house is so precious to us.
如果你是犹太人，那你读到这样的描绘，你马上就知道这个 屋子是哪里啊？因为屋子对我们犹太人来讲是相当珍贵的。这个屋子 house 也是就是家的意思。
For the house is how we refer to the place where we all gather to on the Pentecost, and that is God's house.
好，那这个所谓的屋子或家呢，就是神的百姓一起聚集的地方，也就是神的殿的意思。
And in this time period, it was built into a massive house where it could take in 1 million people at one time.
那这时候呢，当时候了啊，这个圣殿大概一次可以容纳几百万人的。
And the whole house is filled with glory descending from the heavens.
而这整个的屋子，整个的圣殿，就有荣耀从上头降临。
And divides into tongues as though fire appeared on each one of those who followed Yeshua.
然后如同火焰一般哦，有这种如舌头的火焰落在跟随耶稣的人的头上。
Does this remind you of what we just read in Leviticus chapter 9?
那这个有跟我们在利未记9章刚刚读到的那个场景有类似吗？
In God's house, fire from his glory would come and consume on the altar the worship.
在神的家中，从神的荣耀里就出来火焰，就烧尽了百姓的献祭。
And now something remarkable is being said.
那现在这里奇妙的事被记录下来了。
What is the altar of worship in Acts chapter 2?
在使徒行传第2章，这个敬拜的祭坛是什么呢？
Faith in Yeshua. Faith in Yeshua.
就是对耶稣的信心。
What is the offerings upon the altar in Acts chapter 2?
在使徒行传第2章，摆在祭坛上的献祭，那种奉献是什么呢？
That upon which the fire of God's glory is resting upon and consuming.
而神的荣耀的火会吞噬那祭坛上的这个献祭，这个奉献。
Remember, an offering in Hebrew is that which draws that which was far away near to the living God, drawing near.
记得我们刚才有说明，献祭的希伯来文原意叫靠近，来靠近，吸引，把远处的人吸引来靠近。
And so now those who have faith in Yeshua are likened unto living korbanot, living sacrifices, enabled by God to draw near those who are far away.
所以现在这些信耶稣的人，就如同摆在祭坛上面活的祭物、活的献祭，他们来靠近这位神，
And by the
也吸引远处的人来靠近他。
And so now the fire of his glory is enabling them as the Spirit of God starts to speak from their mouth many, many different languages. Why so many different languages?
所以神的灵现在使他们得着了能力，他们就开口说话，说出别国的方言来。为什么会有这么多别种话呢？
For as you go on to read the following next 5 verses, it takes 5 verses to list all the many lands from which the Jews have gathered from throughout the Roman Empire and beyond to Arabia into Jerusalem on the Pentecost.
在接下来的5节里面，就描绘到当时候聚集的这些人，从各个地区来的有哪些地区聚集来在这个五旬节这一天。
And through all these languages, they all hear the works of the Almighty God in their own tongue.
然后通过这一些不同的语言，他们都听见就是神他全能的作为，是借着这种各种这种方言来说出来了。
With their own lips, they are drawing near the Jewish people who are far away and have now come to God's house. They're drawing them near to their faith now in the living Messiah.
所以借着门徒们口中所出的这些话，他们呢就把从远处来的这些人都吸引来靠近弥赛亚耶稣基督。
I have to close because I'm already over time. I apologize. And so in conclusion, what is the conclusion of the speech that Peter gives to all these Jews who are gathered into God's house? hundreds of thousands of Jews.
那在彼得对当时候这么多的聚集在神的家中、神的殿的人，他说了什么样的话呢？我们要以彼得的话来做结束。
What you hear in your own native languages are the works of God to resurrect he who was killed by lawless men. I'm summarizing.
OK， 彼得就对他们说：“你们现在听见的这种各种方言所说的。”所要见证的，就是那被杀的弥赛亚，他已经复活了。
He who God resurrected was the son of David, who would sit on the throne of David.
神使他复活的这一位，正是大卫的后裔，他也坐在大卫的宝座上。
He quotes the writings of David himself, speaking of the promise that God would give a son to sit on an eternal throne in Jerusalem.
所以他就引用大卫的话，述说神应许大卫，在他的后裔子孙里面，会有人坐在，也不断有人坐在耶路撒冷的王位上。
The long-awaited king, the long-awaited Messiah, he was killed by lawless men.
这位他们长久等候的王，长久等候的弥赛亚，被不法之徒给杀了。
But God has resurrected him to new life.
但是神已经使他复活，有新的生命。
And he's not in the grave. No, he is seated in the heavenlies at the right hand of the throne of the Almighty.
他已经不在坟墓里面了，他已经升天，坐在全能者的右边了。
He is our king.
他是我们的王。
He is the bridegroom that spoke to us so long ago.
他就
with words that we hear in the present moment.
他就是很久很久以前，当我们在那当下，在他的声音里面对我们说话，我们也听见的那位新郎。
And we are not drunk with wine, but rather we have been empowered by his Spirit to draw you who are far away, to draw you near to his throne, draw you near to his love.
我们并没有酒醉，我们乃是被圣灵充满了。要吸引那从远处而来的人来靠近他，来靠近他的爱。
So that you will indeed remember that you are priests of this kingdom and go back to where you came from throughout the Roman Empire and beyond and draw the nations near to their Father.
好让你们也记得，你们就是他祭司的国度。所以当你们回到罗马帝国，回到你们所在的那一些区域的时候，就要把那些人吸引回到父的面前。
Bearing the name of the King of Kings, so that the nations would find hope in the love of their God.
你们要带着万王之王的名，好将列国能够在神他们的父的身上找到盼望。
This is how powerful it is to gather into God's house on the Pentecost. You are empowered to go forth with a message of hope, a message of truth, of the name of the King of Kings.
所以五旬节，当神的百姓聚集的时候，这就是大能所在的地方。你们从这里出去，要带着万王之王的名，向列邦万国传达希望、喜乐跟平安的信息。
And that's why we are here today.
这也是为什么今天我们在这里的原因。
Thank you for letting us be here with you today.
谢谢各位，让我们有这样的机会，今早上能够跟各位在一起。
For we all pray for the peace of the city of the King of Kings that would, from Jerusalem, extend over all the nations.
让我们一起为万王之王的城市的平安来祷告，从耶路撒冷直到地的四极。
Shalom.
Shalom。
感谢主，就是今天可以一起听约尔教师的分享。那我相信，真的我们同做基督的后嗣，这个妥拉或者是摩亚定、节期， 都是神也是赐给我们的。那我们真的在这样子神的话语当中，我们更多的学习。那我想我们今天讲到献祭，就是怎么样要更靠近被神来吸引。那我相信当我们献祭神喜悦我们的时候，就会怎么样？就会对，就有 fire， 就有火来烧尽这个祭。那我相信唯有神真的能够来使我们更靠近他，唯有神能够使我们的心被神来点燃。所以好不好，我们就一起来敬拜我们那个爱我们的神，喜悦我们的主。好不好，弟兄姐妹，我们一起站立起来。哈利路亚。
灵，请你来充满我心，我需要你恩膏充满我灵。神灵啊，我好爱你，我的灵让你牵引，而每一天我要更深爱你。神灵，请你来充满我心，我需要你恩膏充满我灵。神灵啊，我好爱你，我的灵让你牵引，而每一天我要更深爱你。我要追求你主，我将生命献给你，牵引我更亲近你，你大能更新我灵，无人能与你相比。主，我仰望你的容颜，我敬拜你，在灵与真理里。我要追求你主，我将生命献给你，牵引我更亲近你，你大能更新我灵，无人能与你相比。主，我仰望你的容颜，我敬拜你，在灵与真理里。我要追求你主，我将生命献给你，牵引我更亲近你，你大能更新我灵，无人能与你相比。主，我仰望你的容颜，我敬拜你，在灵与真理里。
好不好，弟兄姐妹，我们就张开我们的手，我们来欢迎圣灵充满我们，我们来祷告神浇灌我们。主，我们祷告神的灵充满我们。主要因为这是神预定的时间，是一个五旬节的季节，是一个神圣灵充满的季节。主要充满，主要充满在晨光教会里面，主要充满在每一个弟兄姐妹当中，好不好？我们就张开我们的口，张开我们的手，我们来欢迎神来充满我们。充满浇灌。 我想邀请，如果你还没有经历过神真的充满过你的，你真的没有经历过神，可是在今天我们听到这样的分享，我们真的渴望神来充满你的生命的弟兄姐妹，我想邀请你到前面来，我们一起来祷告，我们一起来呼求。如果你没有经历过神充满你不晓得什么叫做圣灵的充满，你不晓得什么叫做说方言，你不晓得什么是神的爱，你渴望你也要拥有这样一个与神亲密的经历的，好不好？我鼓励你不要害羞，因为神真的很乐意向我们彰显他的同在，很乐意向我们彰显。哈利路亚，哈利路亚，哈利路亚，是的，
将生命献给你，牵引我更亲近你，你大能更新我灵，无人能与你相比。主，我仰望你的容颜，我敬拜你，在灵与真理里，我要追求你，主，我将生命献给你，牵引我更亲近你，你大能更新我灵，无人能与你相比。主，我仰望你的容颜，我敬拜你，在灵与真理里，我要追求你，主，我将生命献给你，牵引我更亲近你，你大能更新我灵，无人能与你相比。主，我仰望你的容颜，我敬拜你，在灵与真理里。
五旬节到了，门徒都聚集在一处。忽然从天上有响声下来，好像一阵大风吹过，充满了他们所坐的屋子。又有舌头如火焰显现出来，分别落在他们个人的头上，他们就都被圣灵充满了，按着圣灵所赐的口才说起别国的话来。主，祷告，主，你的圣灵充满在我们当中，如火焰般充满在我们当中，好让每一个人都被圣灵所充满了。主，我祷告，不只是在五旬节这样的一个季节里面，主要在每一天里面，主要我们都渴望被神你的灵来充满，主要我们都渴望活出神你儿女自由的身份。主，谢谢你，主，谢谢你，主，谢谢你。主， 主啊，祝福晨光教会是一个爱妥拉的教会。主啊，我要祝福晨光教会是一个爱神话语的教会。主啊，我要祝福晨光教会的每一个弟兄姐妹，主要是成为一个爱耶稣的教会。主啊，我们就是一间教会。主啊，你将那个钻研神心意律法的这样子的一个渴慕，主要持续不断的赏赐在教会里面。主要让我们能够尊主为大，主要能够以喜爱你的律法为乐。主，谢谢你，赞美你。主，谢谢你，赞美你。奉耶稣的名祷告。